Good morning, guys. This is a very special day, so we have a special episode. 1 year ago today, May 10th, we started Justinspiretv. I decided to get this on camera so now other people can see it and other people can rise up and stop losing and start winning. Alright guys, so today I want to tell you about a man named Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl was a psychiatrist and a neurologist in Austria during the time of the Nazi invasion. He also happened to be Jewish, so he was in prison from 1942 to 1945 in 4 different concentration camps. He was there initially with his mother, his father, his brother, his sister, and his wife. Frankl and his sister were the only survivors. But why it is important is because during this time of his imprisonment, this is when he found his true meaning in life. Frankl recalls a time at Auschwitz one early morning where him and dozens of others were forced to march in the darkness with guards and with guns at their back, moving forward through puddles and rocks and stones, so beaten and broken down they had to hold each other up. And the only thing he had to think about as he looked up in the sky was his wife. Seeing her smile, talking to her, dreaming about his wife. And he was so intently focused on her that the image of her became so real, so luminous, brighter than the sun that was coming up in the sky to him. And it was with that love in his heart that he came to know a certain truth, and that is the salvation of man is through and in love. That love is the highest and ultimate goal for man to aspire to. One day, naked and alone in a small room, Frankl became aware of another truth, his last true freedom, he called it. That was the Nazis could take everything from him but one thing, and that was the power to choose how all this was going to affect him, to choose what he was to think about the circumstance in front of him. Now, we can't control the external world, only our perception of it, and that is just as effective. See, Frankl would project himself into different circumstances, like seeing himself being released from the concentration camp. He would go inside of his mind and see himself lecturing to his students the lessons that he learned during his very torture. And not only did these visions keep him alive, but they became a reality. He did get out. He did get out and lecture to his students and inspire people and write books and show people that they can change, that they can shape their reality with their perception. See, this suffering gave his life meaning. He could not die in the concentration camp. No, he had to live on for his wife, and he had to tell a story and a message about his experiences. When I first read this story, I was reminded of my turning point 2 years ago when I first realized my negative programming we call addiction. And it wasn't just to drugs, but to failure and giving up and quitting and shutting myself off from love and creating. But I realized with the right perception, I had the power to change that programming. And the dream of the people that I love the most loving me back is what made that a reality. The people dearest to me envisioning them loving me and me inspiring of them, that is what got me to this point today. And so I want to say, thank you so much for anybody who's ever given us a listen, or anybody who's ever left a comment or a like, or felt something from what we've done here. We truly appreciate it, and thank you for being a part of this project we've called Justinspiretv. And I mean, it just means so much to me. And if anybody has anything to say, anything they want to talk about, I'd be more than happy to listen to it. If you have something you would like to share that you think other people would enjoy, let's get together, let's do an interview. Very fond of that. I think that would be a great idea. I would love to listen to what you have to say, and I think other people would like it as well. Alright guys, just remember, you are the warrior, you are the storm, you will fight and you will win, as long as you have love in your heart. See you next week guys, thanks. How was that?